Game Invasion.
Welcome to Game Invasion. Today we're going to take a look at Yakuza 0, which recently released exclusively on the PlayStation 4 on January the 24th. The game is made by SEGA and it's part of a long-running series that started its life on the PlayStation 2. But if you can't tell over in the title, it's actually a prequel to all of those games, so it's a perfect jumping on point if you've never played any of the series before. The game actually shares a lot of history with Shenmue on the Dreamcast, aside from being the same development team, just in the formula of a 3D open world and a separate fighting engine using the Virtua Fighter engine. It also aims to be a simulation, just like Shenmue, where the whole city feels alive. Even things like going into the bars, they'll do an in-depth history of each drink, or all the mini games on offer in the arcades. There's just so much depth to the game. It's more than just a linear story. In our review over at crashlanded.co.uk, I noted one of the best aspects of any Yakuza game is the side missions, or side stories as they're called in the series. I purposely left out what exactly those side missions are because they're the best surprise of these games, but I wanted to show at least one for newcomers so they can get an idea of what type of missions they usually are. Now, you don't have to do any of these missions. These are off the beaten track and they're not on the minimap. If you notice on the bottom left hand corner, there's nothing on the minimap. You'll just randomly come up to these situations and you'll probably miss loads. You'll never know they existed. You really have to seek them out. For this side mission, it's quite early on in the game. As you can see, it's a 3D open world game and loads of people everywhere. And you'll just randomly come to situations like this, just people queuing up. There's roughly 100 side missions in Yakuza 0. As you can see, that was number 2, but you won't get them in order. Dialogue in side missions is never usually fully voiced, it'll just be subtitles you scroll through. So as you can see, it's queuing up for a midnight release. One thing I will say, Yakuza 0 is set in 1988. Quest for the Quantum Quill. Definitely want to play that game. You can usually skip text by pressing cross twice, but it's definitely worth reading through it all because you get some really interesting stories and some really funny things too. This is an example of a store in Yakuza 0. You can see they've got tons of things on sale. This rubber frame, power gears, these are all to do with another side mission if you want to get into the slot car racing. Like I said, it gets very in depth. So if you love those games where you go off the beaten track and you totally forget about the main story, you just end up spending tens of hours in some mini game, and Yakuza series is perfect for that type of thing. Just perusing through the store. You can also get drunk if you want to buy some beer. The food is just giving you health really. This shows the current side missions or side stories, and that's my current active one. I was just checking to see if you could buy the game in the store. The queue's gone now. So it usually takes a loading screen for something to happen. So that means going in and out of a building. Seems like something's happened.
Nani? Oi.
You gotta love the little animations. So he ran off in this direction, so we'll go find him.
Oi. Yeah.
Pretty much every side story involves you dishing out a beating. As soon as you enter combat mode, it'll change to this format. So use square and triangle to beat up your opponent. You can also pick up items littered around the battlefield, press circle next to them. That run animation. Combat in Yakuza involves a heat meter, so the more damage you dish out, your meter grows. Once you fill up the bars, you can press triangle next to the opponent and it'll do a heat move, which is the flashy finishing move that you're seeing. So it's time to go dish out another beating. You press a touchpad, you can bring up the map. If you hear that beeping, I've currently got equipped in my items a telephone card finder, so it beeps whenever I come in contact with one. So I'm looking around the area, and I see it shining on the floor. And there's 45 of these telephone cards to collect throughout the cities. If you don't get a telephone card detector, they won't beep like that, so you have to look for them manually.
Oi.
Getting a bit convoluted.
Yeah.
And this guy's got a knife, but he's going to be no match. There's also different styles you can use. So you press left on the directional pad and change to rush style. It's much faster. It's all about evasion. Whereas this blue style, the brawl style, is my neutral style. Their health bar is in the bottom right hand corner. You can lock onto an enemy by holding R1 and dodge using the cross. Look at that run animation. That run animation gets me every time. The finishing moves, the heat gauge moves, are context sensitive. So if you're near a wall, he'll bash him into a wall, or near a car, you can hit him with a car door. There's a whole variety of them. I believe there's also a completion quest, an overall one, for doing 40 different heat moves, which you should have no problem achieving. So that's where we need to go next. It's currently night here, but you can change the time of day by going back to your apartment. Oh, another telephone card. I believe they're all adult actresses on the telephone cards. This guy really loves this game. It's ramped up even more because this guy's got a pistol. There's 3 styles in the game, using left, up and right in the direction of how to change them. There's also a 4th style you can unlock if you complete a side quest. Like I say, you can change styles on the fly. This is more an evasion one. I can just dodge around opponents by holding down R1 and pressing cross. If you notice you get money after each battle, you're literally punching the money out of them. This money is your experience points. This is what you use to level up your abilities. You can already get an idea of what's happening. If anyone knows what RQ3 stands for, just let me know in the comments. I'm sure it's a pseudonym for some old SEGA game, like Phantasy Star. A lot of the side stories have this kind of thematic of a story coming full circle, or be careful what you wish for type of thing.
何
So I got a weapon. To equip a weapon within battle, just have to press down on the directional pad. But first you have to go into the options menu to choose the weapon you want to equip.
Oh.
So I'll go to my options, equipment, and I'll choose the weapon. You see it's got 22, it means it's got 22 uses. After that you need to get it repaired. So that's Yakuza 0, exclusively on the PlayStation 4, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay.